I'm back with another video, and we're going to be talking about the Smackdown before Saturday night's main event. If we're going to be real, I really enjoyed all the wrestling that occurred on Smackdown, but I think that it's about time John Cena returns to Smackdown. It really is. It's about time John Cena returns to Smackdown, and it's about time for Bianca to be back. So I feel a little lost. You know, I need NAOMI and Nia to have screen time, honestly. But this episode of SmackDown was opened by Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and our champion, Tiffany Stratton. Now, the conversation between these women, Alexa's still trying to kind of sort of win Charlotte over, but really just trying to have Charlotte possibly say that she does not have too many friends. She doesn't have any friends, really. She doesn't have any allies, and she's going to need an ally. She's going to need somebody that has the same type of experience as she does, especially with these new talents coming in. In the comments that Tiffany Stratton had said, although it's not different for our character, something that is not fitting her character, but it's very interesting how she said, and she's kind of like a newer model. She just talked about the age, you know, how they're getting older. And the conversation of age with women is just so icky when it comes to wrestling, because you can if somebody said something about The Undertaker being in a match, they'd be fine with it. But if you say something about a woman like Trish Stratus or Lita being in a match, somebody like that, they'll kind of say something about being past their prime. They wouldn't welcome it as much as they will welcome an older male wrestler. So when it comes to age, it's such a difference. And there even is rumors about how Dakota Kai was released because of her age, you know, stuff like that. The conversations with age in wrestling, and age in honestly any sport, any form of entertainment, is always different for the women. So unless there's going to be real change, Tiffany's the heel. Unless there's going to be any real change, for me, Tiffany's going to be a heel if she continues to talk like that. I'll just be real. And it's personal preference, of course. There's nothing other than personal preference when I talk about stuff like that and how the women are getting treated. Alexa has more of the point that Charlotte needs somebody, because the women that are, you know, the up-and-coming women are going to kind of try to take over in a way, and the vets got to put their foot down. Period. That's all that needs to be done. The vets need to put their foot down and say, y'all are welcome in. You're going to be the future, but we're still here. We are still present. And Julia winning the Money in the Bank qualifier, although y'all were not hyped for Julia at all. I did not think that Charlotte sold that one move that Julia had wrong. It's just I understand two sides of it. You know, other people have sold it differently, and then what really was that move, but neither here nor there. I'm just wondering the reaction. I wonder how long it's going to take for the SmackDown crowd to connect with Julia. I was expecting Julia to win. I don't know how I feel about the women that has qualified. If I really need Naomi to qualify. If she does, it kind of even things out and make things kind of, you know, because you need those women that are willing to do those crazy spots and are high flyers. And Julia, she's daring and stuff like that. So I think that that's an interesting addition to it. But Naomi, she's a high flyer. She is the versatile one to do any type of move, powerhouse moves. Don't care what y'all say, she can do powerhouse moves. We saw her slam. We saw Nia. We saw that. She can do high flying moves, all those type of moves. So that's my pick. That's my pick, period. We had a singles match between Tommaso Ciampa and Chris Sabin. I wanted Chris Sabin to win. I just did because I like Motor City Machine Guns, and DIY has really bugged the mess out of me, doing such a great job of his heels, I might add. And that did not happen. Instead, Candice LeRae made her return, and instead of being on Nia's side, she's on the side of DIY once again. Her being on their side is very interesting, but it all made sense at the end of the show, and I was like, oh, that's why. So going forward, it's going to be interesting in seeing how the tag team division is shaken up, which we're going to get into, of course, later on down into this video. The whole beef between Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, I'm here for it. I can't say I will never be here for it. I hope they just stay safe, because that cage match that's going to happen later on tonight is going to be insane. It's going to be so, I feel like it's going to be so gnarly and gruesome, so I want them to, I just hope it's all safe, you know. It's like there's no way to go around them hitting hard. It's just no way. But with everything that Drew McIntyre, because he said that, you know, he's still not really able to fully turn, you know, move his neck in certain ways. And with all Drew McIntyre has done in the past year, 2 years, you know, the past few years, honestly, he has really worked his behind off. And I want him to win for real. But I do want Damian Priest to win as well. It's kind of hard because they're both hard workers. It's just going to be a great match. That's all I know. It's going to be a great match. Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo and Solo, that whole thing that's going on with them, this whole division between the new bloodline is very familiar in a certain, it's familiar in a certain way. Of course, there's going to be similarities in the story that was once told and the story that's currently being told. That's not surprising to me at all. But with Solo, I think he just needs somebody by his side that he knows owes him in a certain way. Jacob no longer owes him. Tama Tonga and Tangaloa are out currently, so there's nobody that he really can, I think, manipulate to make him feel secure. So he brought in JC Mateo, and I don't know if I'm you know, tweaking, but I think Jacob peeped that. I think Jacob is peeping why he brought in JC, and Jacob is starting to sound like Jimmy in the beginning of, you know, the whole Sammy stuff. Not Jimmy. He's starting to sound like Jay in the whole Sammy thing, not really wanting somebody in, and then down the line him being right about his suspicions and just not wanting JC at all. It's just, I wonder if that's just because there's going to be a betrayal. I think to kind of throw us off the track, there doesn't need to be a betrayal. Instead, Jacob just needs to turn face with the whole thing. And honestly, Solo wants Jimmy to come back, but I could see Jacob being cool with Jimmy before Solo is cool with Jimmy again. With the way Solo was acting, especially in that tag team match, and him just going for what he wants instead of honestly really wanting to be family again. Solo just wants numbers. Solo at this point I don't know if he really wants the family aspect of it anymore. And it's so interesting just to see how Solo is now. He's doing a great job. I can't boo that man. I can't hate him. But that tag team match really shows how skilled Jimmy is and how he is just great at this wrestling stuff. So to be in, you know, unison in a way with my dude, what's his name? Ray Phoenix. I'm sorry, brain fart. To be in, you know, sync with Ray Phoenix and not have had tag team matches with Ray that just shows how good he is. It's like the fans know how good Jimmy is. And the fans want something for Jimmy. So I'm disappointed in how Jimmy has just been getting booked. I am. He took the pin, which I won't say that I've seen JC losing, but for him to take the pin, like, pin after pin after pin, like, he doesn't deserve that to take the pins. Like, he eats those pins. He eats it for lunch and dinner. I'm sorry. That's my dude. That's my dude. But still, I just feel that way. I can't lie. And JC, I don't know what's going on. I don't. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about that. Y'all let me know how y'all are feeling about the performance and everything like that. B-Fab and Michin haven't had a match against Secret Harvest because after Zelina Vega lost, the girls jumped. They was fighting each other because Chelsea decided to jump on Zelina and BFAB and me weren't having that. BFAB got the pin. And I don't know if y'all are seeing it, but I hope y'all see it right now. Y'all need to put in your BFAB toxins now. She for real gives this whole, them giving her the opportunity is so different, because now she is different as well. Like the whole finisher, everything about it, I was seated. I need BFAB to be that US champion sooner rather than later. I don't care. You know what, tag team? No. I need BFAB singles gold. Honestly, she probably might not be ready for that all the way. So tag teamer, then singles go. Because BFAB, to me, I think she's going to be something special. I think that they have something there and they need to utilize it, because when it comes to certain talents, they're not utilized. They need to utilize BFAB 100%. There's nothing else about it. And Chelsea Green and her squad, I need there to be some development in that group. It just does. There's no way a trio gonna be good all the time. No, it's not. Yeah, give me some development. Get some, heat going on. I need to see something more for real. I need some more. And Chelsea Green being able to have a match opportunity, a U.S. championship match against Zelina Vega at Saturday night's main event, it's just so buns to me, because she lost. Her team lost. If your team lose, like, your team lost. And not only did your team lost, you lost. Chelsea lost. Like, why is Chelsea getting an opportunity? And it just feels like dang, have it. Here, you won the women's match. You have it now. You have it. You can't complain anymore. You have your one women's match of the night. Be content. I don't like that. And it could have been the plan always. It could have, but it's just, you're not making good repertoire with the fans when you do something like that last minute to make us all believe, like, oh, we're not getting a women's match. Oh, we're going to get a men's match because they hear us complaining. It's like, why treat your women talent like that? If you want your women talent to bring in more money, if you want your women talent to bring in more eyes, treat them as the main event talents they are. Treat them better. Don't keep on doing the same stuff and wanting a different outcome. If you're going to treat them like a bathroom break, they're going to be a bathroom break. They're going to be a bathroom break. They're going to be a snack run. If you treat them differently, and if you really act like they're not a snack run, then the crowd is going to pick up on that and actually take more notice. That's just how I feel about it. And that men's Money in the Bank qualifying match, I really like the match. I really like the match, and I really liked how Shinsuke is still in the ring doing stuff. I didn't like how he had to eat the pin. Alistair could have ate the pin. Alistair could have ate the pin. Unless you saving that pin for when Melo wins the Money in the Bank to up his stocks even more after he wins Money in the Bank. He could have took that pin. I ain't gonna front, because Shinsuke been taking pins. He been eating pins too. Just like Jimmy, he been eating them pins. But LA Knight being able to go and win through the qualifying match to go to Money in the Bank, I'm not rooting for LA Knight. I'm just not. It's like he had a time where I could have seen him being Money in the Bank, but now you can't. Currently this ain't your year. I don't want it to be your year this time. It's just like, what title are you winning? What title you gonna win, big dog? But then again, y'all are behind LA, so I really can't act like that he don't got the crowd behind him. So it's just not, it don't hit to me. It's not hitting to me. And Carmelo Hayes, he will be in a qualifying match next week with Jacob Fatu. That really pissed me off bad. That pissed me off something special. Like, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, and Jacob Fatu. Now, Carmelo and Andrade, they make magic together. I won't even front. But Jacob, they're fostering a storyline between Jacob and Solo. Now, we saw Solo's reaction. He wasn't really fond of the idea of Jacob being in a qualifying match. But he did like the fact that Jacob said he loved him. But I fear the bloodline still has that power, but I just need Carmelo Hayes to win Money in the Bank. There's no other way. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I need Carmelo to win Money in the Bank. I just do. There's no other option. Same thing with Naomi. I need Naomi to win Money in the Bank. There's no other option. Like, at all. She is in a qualifying match with Nia and Jade, and it's only right. You know, Nia's had her match. She's had her championship run last year. Jade won at Mania. She good. She fine. She been dog walking Naomi. Naomi has not been getting over. Like, she's not getting nothing. She hasn't got nothing since she threw Jade on that car. It's been a downhill. Actually, she did win those titles. But after those titles, it's been a downhill. It's been a downhill battle. You know, so let Naomi win. That's the only choice next week. Only choice. Now, Bianca's going to be back. It's very interesting that we have the, you know, Jade and Naomi in a qualifying match together, and then Bianca comes back. It's just so good. It's just so good. The main event tonight, which I was talking about a little earlier into the video, was Traxium versus Street Profits, which throughout the match was solid. There were moments in that match where you could see the difference in experience, and I enjoy that. I love it when they make that known. Even if the Fraction were going to win, we all knew that Street Profits had the upper hand. And having that as a straight fact and a beautiful. The ending of the match. I was just prepared for Street Profits to win and pin them. I really wanted to see a satisfying pin from the Street Profits, honestly. The Wyatts coming out was a big surprise to a certain extent. Now, first off, I'll say this. Them coming back on Bray Wyatt's birthday, I enjoyed that a lot. It was a nice touch. But I am not fond of the idea of them dethroning Street Profits. Bias aside about Street Profits, I'm not fond of that. I'm not fond of it. Now, them going after DIY, I'm fond of that idea because it makes sense. They've been not good people. But beforehand, when they were on Raw, they were kind of coming for people that really were doing wrong to the people around them. Street Profits ain't done nothing wrong to the people around them. Fraxium ain't done nothing wrong to the people around them. Motor City ain't, like, the only people that done bad was DIY. Now, they probably brought in Candice because of Nikki, so I understand that. I hope maybe Candice goes back to Nia, goes back and kind of mingles with Nia. But I promise you, I don't want to see them take tag titles. And I know that might be an unpopular opinion. I just don't. I just want if they could frame the story very well with that, I'll be more open to the idea. But the Street Profits have kind of elevated the championships, the tag team division in a different way. So I do not know if they would have the Wyatts do the same thing, if that makes any sense. But you guys let me know how you guys felt about the Wyatts return and what they want to mean for the tag team division. I thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!